All right, what would you say if you looked at this chart without knowing the ticker symbol? What would you say? Would you be bullish, bearish, or would you be neutral by looking at this price action? Down, up, and continuation down. Would you think that the stock cracks, goes lower, or would you think that this would be bottom and the stock could go higher? What would you think? So a lot of times when I'm looking at the charts, I like to flip it just to look at it from different perspective to have an idea. But that was inverse, basically, NVDA. So this is the weekly chart of NVDA. You can see now if we just look at it this way, this is totally different picture, right? Pretty big rally year to date, pull back, and then rally back to highs. And ultra short term, a lot of people could be arguing that we have sort of a inverse head and shoulders here, and if we do break 960, there is a potential to push higher. So going into earnings report of NVDA, a lot of people looking at this chart, and some people extremely bullish, some people are neutral, including me. I'm basically on the sidelines because if they report strong earnings and they raise the guidance, and also if they basically guide higher, the key is guidance, right? You can see this move, right, where Nvidia consolidated throughout last year, basically, right, and broke out in the beginning of the year for a huge rally on a huge volume. Let's take a look at this volume. Let me just bring it up so we can see just these volume bars where we had this squeeze, sort of. A lot of people got off guard, and this pullback, you can see all these red bars. And now last 4 weeks of price action. This is a weekly candle. Basically every candle represents 1 week of price action, and these are weekly volume bars. You can see they have been declining, and when company reports earnings and price action breaks out of the resistance, then this is not a problem. I mean, low volume, declining volume, a lot of people consider it like a little bit pessimistic, especially like technical traders like me. But I don't think that this is big of a deal if fundamentally stock is strong, and after reporting strong earnings, you can see volume come up. I was just going back and forth with the chart. When we saw last time Nvidia have sort of a rally on a declining volume where basically stock was going up, this is back to 2020 after well, it was COVID crash, right? So it did drip pretty big, and you can see on a declining volume stock was going up, and they started reporting better earnings and it started rallying. So if the fundamentals back it, nothing wrong with the declining volume, but ultra short term, that's the concern for many people. So here's what I'm watching in terms of going into next week. Let's switch to daily chart. You can see this is a daily chart. Still, for me, including many people, this is sort of distribution channel. What it is it is sucking in many people, as more people as possible. A lot of people taking profit in this range, and a lot of retail, a lot of like people who are on the sidelines getting involved. That's what it is, basically distribution, basically bringing more people to the stock, more people getting exposure, and one way or another, it will basically make a move. It will maybe make sort of a fake out, breakout, where it will suck even more people before flushing lower, or it will be just keep going. If it clears this level of 960 and stays above, it can definitely squeeze more people because, of course, there are a lot of shorts stock here too. But also after reporting earnings, this stock can flush lower or at the same time chop around and do absolutely nothing and suck a lot of people and kill premium. $89, that's what Nvidia pricing in going into next week, end of week, which is option expiration 24th, and also the earnings report week. 100% IV, implied volatility. 955,000 calls were traded, 685,000 puts were traded last Friday, and you can see most of the calls that were traded and puts were traded, they are outside of the money and they are delta between 0 to 60. So puts being sold, calls being sold. So Monday you might see a bit of a volatility, and maybe going into its earnings report you will see a bit of a volatility. There's a lot going on with Middle East news over Iran's president, so maybe expect volatility no matter what. Earnings volatility, market uncertainty volatility, but don't get sucked into paying into like buying outside of the money, like 1,200, 1,300, 1,500 calls on a weekly and just getting stuck there trying to go long or short in terms of like trading naked puts and calls. I'm personally going to be waiting for them to report earnings and then looking for some sort of a trade on this name based on where it picks a direction. Right here, right now, I'm neutral. As long as it stays above 50-day moving average, which is 886 at the moment, I'm going to be looking neutral to long NVDA. As soon as it slips below this level, 880, then I will be switching my bias to neutral to short. So that's the update, not a recommendation, not a financial advice for sure, purely for entertainment purposes only. Thanks for watching. See you in the next week's update after they report earnings. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.